Doing myself. Oh, the sound of your voice makes me weak. All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know that me I think of flee. Me I fi take away myself. Me I fi take away myself. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get all the sky. Me I fi take away myself. I fi take away myself. I have to utilize that peace. Surely I leave her I said, yeah. Find you very hard to resist. This relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? And if you think I play me, I play. But soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I be eye like a thief in the night. May I forget all that side. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I breathe. Surely I am keen berries.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. This is Franco, and I will be linking up with Flavors in a few minutes. Yesterday is Monday, another bright day. And our guest today is none other than Mr. Teddy Laidley. And he's going to take us through the really current news. So, if you got to get your tea, whatever drink, go ahead and get it. I'm going to get mine, and I'm going to link up with Flavius. So in the meantime, keep it locked. Don't go nowhere then.
Hi, this is Pam Hall, and I'm inviting you to hang out with Flavius and Franco on the Real Stuff podcast. They're such great company.
Yes, they try to stop your every move. Go in them church and them pray for you. They grudge you for the car you drive, the kind of clothes you buy. They wanna see your back against the wall. More your name now go call. They wanna see you locked up in a room. Jana sleeps on them works to do. So from and I know that yeah, they're coming here far. Bad-minded people. They wanna see you fall. They wanna see you fall. Never see smoke without fire. Who that a come now the one but a wire. Be careful of your family, your friends and your neighbors. They are the one lately I discovered. So and I know they are, yes, they're coming here. Bad-minded people, they wanna see you fall. See, don't want to see grow. I can see. The shadow is there, keeps the devil away. See them from afar, and I know they are, yes, they're coming near and far. Bad-minded people, they wanna see you fall. I see them from afar, and I know they are, yeah, they're coming near and far. Bad-minded people, they wanna see you fall. They wanna see you fall. They wanna see you fall. They wanna see you fall.
We have to do it in this time. Yeah, yeah, man. Your loving it is so divine. Better keep that on your mind. Loving one another till the end of time. Lord, your loving it is so divine. Better keep you on your mind. In an attempt to save mankind. See that at the rod of correction, we cramp and paralyze Satan. We cannot be silent, have to take some action. Action, action. Yes, we have to tell every nation to spread more love and creation. You know we have to do it for our own protection. We need more love and hate around us every day. So we have to go down on our knees and pray. Got to be strong as we trot and go along. Keep it moving in a positive direction. Hey, hey. Your loving it is so divine. Better keep you on your mind. Loving one another till the end of time. Lord, your loving it is so divine. Better keep you on your mind. In an attempt to save mankind. Say fire on them red. Them a must be sick in the maid. Why man a war and a shoot each other dead? Yeah. stop the killing, I said. And I'm too much hungry to be fed. We need more love and compassion down here instead. Even though it's rough, me say we can't afford to lose it. Life you want to live, me said that you have to choose it. Can't just attack if you work and prove it. Even though we tough, we have to have ambition. So fight against your sister and not kill your brother, man. God, if I war you are deal with, we can't live long. Loving it is so divine. Better keep you on your mind. Loving one another till the end of time. Lord, your loving it is so divine. Better keep you on your mind. In an attempt to save mankind. Save mankind. On your mind. Oh, no corruption in this time. Save mankind. It's upon your mind. You have to save them in this time.
Yes. Flavius is here with us this morning. Morning, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm good. Just hanging in there.
Good morning, listeners. With us. Good to be back again. Another week of sunshine, we hope. And we hope it's a week of less positive cases, because we are running too fast here in Jamaica.
But you guys are moving up?
Far. I mean, we are up to over 300 per day now.
Oh, the number is increasing, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, dramatically. I mean, I remember when it was like 10 per day, and then it was 50. And it stayed around that, between 150 and, for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But, everything is just spiking.
Okay.
Every day. The deaths have increased too, but the ratio is not that great,
Mm-hmm.
Although every death is a regrettable death,
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, but we are.
So you guys under intensive curfew then? So be the case.
In fact, I'm not even sure what the curfew is. I think it's something like 8 o'clock. I'm not even sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So curfew don't affect me really.
Okay.
I'm not on the streets, and I wouldn't be on the streets in the night anyway. Because in fact, if I have to go on the road, it will going to be right after the show and right back. Medicine and food. That's about it.
Absolutely. Medicine and food.
Yeah, man. In the meetings we have, I mean, it's we have the technology, the phone or something,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Face to face is not a part of what is happening.
Okay.
Unless a workman can come to your house to do something. That's your only face to face.
And you don't have that much.
No.
That okay.
No, man. No. And I definitely don't have visitors for sure.
Mm-hmm. I forget rid of them.
No, I don't. I never usually have anyway. Very few people.
Mm-hmm.
And they have restricted their their thing now greatly.
Okay.
Yeah, so
keeping
the protocol.
You don't have to worry then. You don't have to worry then.
Well, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Not worried. It's just that as a country,
Mm-hmm.
when you see the numbers go up, you have to worry a bit. You have to worry. I don't know what is next. And then when you go on the road, you see the people not dealing with the protocol at all. You know, you wonder, where are these people? Where are they living? You know, are they listening to the news? Are they speaking to anybody? You know what I mean? Are they family and friends overseas to hear how everything is? Because they are behaving, a lot of them are behaving like everything is back to normal, you know, pre-COVID.
I don't think it's Jamaica alone. It's happening, you know, it's happening all over.
I don't see how that can work. Really don't work.
It's happening all over.
I know it's not Jamaica alone. But you have to look at it as closest to you first. You have to look at closest to you first. And I don't think we have what like they have in Canada, where you are restricted to different zones and whatever. We don't seem to have that out here. Our curfew thing is just a timing thing. But we hope and pray that we will get through this and we'll find a way to resolve this whole thing so we can get to some form of normalcy.
As for Canada, they are under intensive lockdown, man.
Yeah, very, very severe lockdown they're under because cases start rushing up and they decide to take action.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people don't like it, but what are they gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Yeah, the cases, yes.
So it go. We have Did You Know this morning, right?
Always.
Oh, okay then, sir. Okay then. So you want let me bring in your Did You Know song, and then we can go into the Did You Know in a few minutes, all right?
Okay.
My bad. I'll give you a different song this morning.
Walking on sand and holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. In my own homeland. Enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight. Oh my God, what a beautiful sight. In my own homeland. This place is so nice, wanna do everything twice. Yes, I feel as if I'm in a paradise. No matter the season, you got every reason. This place is another little heaven. East or west, I couldn't care less. Ooh, this place, it is definitely blessed. My own homeland. North or south, free to wander about. You can jump, dance, or sing and shout. In my own homeland. Give yourself a treat, a few days or a week, and you will see just what I mean. Just take my advice, everyone is nice. You feel like we're all
Yes. Every day, each and every day at this time, we give you Did You Know. So Flavius, what do you have for us? Did you know this morning?
Okay, did you know that in 1963-64, Jamaica launched its first international exhibition, Face of Jamaica, and this was a tour of Europe for 9 months between 1963 and 1964. And surprisingly, it was never viewed in Jamaica. Did you know that right after independence in 1963, Jamaica mounted its first international exhibition that toured Europe for 10 months, and it was named Face of Jamaica, and it was never viewed in Jamaica. After centuries of colonial rule, Jamaica became independent from Britain on 6 August 1962. It was a time of great optimism. After centuries of colonial rule and decades of political tussle, Jamaicans were taking charge of their own governance. Princess Margaret paid a royal visit for the celebrations, and the National Stadium was the scene of festivities and marching bands, parades, and dancing. The sound of Calypsonian Lord's Creator song, Independent Jamaica, played in cars, homes, and on street corners. His refrain, I believe if we try our best, it will be a great success. So let us live in unity for progress and prosperity, seemed to reflect everyone's hope for the future. A year later, its first major international exhibition as a sovereign country toured Germany and Britain for 10 months, titled Face of Jamaica. The exhibition comprising works from a cross-section of Jamaican artists that included the contemporary form of Carl Pablo Singh, Barrington Watson, and Eugene Hyde, sculptures by pioneer Edna Manley and a young Christopher Gonzalez, and the symbolic imaginary of self-taught artists such as Malika Capo, Reynolds, and John Dunkley. The choice of Germany and Britain for its tour was a strategic one, signifying the promotion of Jamaica as a tourist destination with a varied and exotic culture. The exhibition strengthened commercial ties and provided fresh insight into the island's physical beauty, culture, diversity, and economic sustainability. The title Face of Jamaica allowed its organizers to test its motto, out of many, one people, and presents its newly independent face to the world. That is Did You Know for today.
In my own homeland, enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight.
Hello?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Experience technical problem on the internet, not from my end, but
From whose end?
I don't know if I'm from YouTube and or what.
Okay.
It a play, but it a spin.
I'm hearing you clearly.
I know you hear me. I'm gonna bring you in here, man. Hold on.
Can jump, dance, or sing
Ready for coming?
Yeah, man.
my own homeland. Give yourself a treat, a few days or a week, and you will see just what.
Did you know is brought to you courtesy of Slowly Jamaica, uniquely Caribbean. So in case you didn't know, now you know.
And the music now, one again, ever refusing. Pulsating, vibrating, reggae, reggae, reggae. Very sky, rock, steady, mental. A quadrant, the coming up. You can fill your belly with a coconut jelly.
Yes, Flavius.
Yes. If you look at what that exhibition had, which was what Jamaica had to offer, and it was all the great artists in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
But if we were to do that today, the offerings, I would imagine, would have been very, very different. Well, we would have the same people and the same stuff, but then we could have brought, bring in our dance groups and our musical groups, and it would have been so enhanced if that is to be done now. Because at that time we had a lot, but we didn't have what we have today. So, if you look at that, you can see that we have actually made some serious strides in some areas, which is good to look and know,
That's true.
We had a beauty queen. We had a beauty queen at that time too, and we have many beauty queens throughout the years after that also. So that's another thing that Jamaica have been doing. From 1962, we had a Miss World. So everything that people seen happening now didn't start today. It started from way back. From way back, we have been doing great things. And that is wonderful. That is wonderful.
And if you mention some of these things to people, the figure say, "Oh, it just has started."
Of course, that's what you get every day. Everybody, it may start that, and I mean, we have been world beaters from the beginning. And history bear me out, and that, I mean. Look over our athletics is at top of the world now, but we were at top of the world from 1940 something, 1950 something. We were on top of the world. So nothing new. We have to say thank you to all the people now and what they're doing and applaud them. But a lot of people were doing great things before. So it's all a continuation of our spirit. A continuation of our spirit, how we have survived, what we have done over the years.
Let's go get Teddy. Let's go get Teddy.
Yes. Time is right. I think he's ready also.
Hi, this is Pam Hall, and I'm inviting you to hang out with Flavius and Franco on the Real Stuff podcast. They're such great company.
Hey, whoa. I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Really love you, want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. Love I will give you is so powerful, so special. Under your skin it will flow through your veins. My love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. It's in your face, even when you turn your back. And just like a magnifying glass, the heat that I transmit will melt your heart. Oh,
wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. Really love you, baby. Want you forever and ever. Really want you, baby. Really want you, baby. Whoa. Forever and ever. Yeah. I know you're wondering why my love is so strong. It's 'cause I see something in you pushing me on. The day you try to chase my love away is when you know my love was meant to stay. Oh, this love I give, I just can't stop. It's in your face, oh yeah. When you turn your back, I wish you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home with me.
In case you're just joining us, welcome to the Real Stuff Podcast. We're gonna try link back with Teddy again. See what Teddy have for us in the really current news happening in Jamaica, the Caribbean, and around the world.
I will give you it so special. Under your skin it will flow through your veins. Our love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. It's in your face, even when you turn your back. Hey, just like a magnifying glass. Yeah. The heat that I transmit will melt your heart. Hey, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home to be. This is your very own sports, music, and lifestyle podcast with Flavius and Franco. Welcome.
Yeah. I'm leaving town.
Today in the really current, we have none other. Really current news, we have none other than the man himself, Teddy Laidley. Morning, Teddy.
Top of the morning to you and your listeners across the world, wherever they are. And we just continue to have a productive week, the start of a Monday, as you know. But, the big news, what is the big news on your side? Because we share the same thing this morning.
The acquittal of the former president.
Well, the Senate 57-43 vote.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally look at it as a way of saying, look, let us work together. Because if there wasn't that close in the Senate,
mm-hmm.
because they're almost on 50-50 with Miss Harris vote, turn them over the edge and the guy them from Georgia.
Yeah.
Right. So it is like if you want to work with us, Joe, you have to just work with us.
Well,
So the verdict
it
on
was
the vote of
expected.
57
It was
to
expected.
43 is, yeah, but all certain to influence not only the former president's political future, but that of the senator sworn to deliver impartial justice as jury. Now, 7 of the Republicans joined all Democrats to convict, but it was far from the 2/3 threshold that they needed. And one wonders whether if in the future he will have a shot at it again, but maybe he will be too old anyway. So nobody do want him
Hey,
to come back. That's just my opinion.
I know yet. I don't know if you see all the news that coming out in
No.
the US from the major networks, cable networks as
Yeah.
well. But there was a gentleman from Morgan State University, and he said
Yeah.
something that really, stand up, make my ballhead sweat. Him say, over the years,
Yes.
America have been saying that they don't bow to terrorists. And when senators who saw the evidence and it was presented, thoroughly and properly by the Democrats, and to see
Yes.
them cave underneath homeland terrorists. That's what the man is saying. These guys
Yes,
are
yes.
homeland terrorists, including the former president, because most of them are saying they are afraid of the backlash from the base, not even from the constituency, from the base of the Republican Party. So it's like the guy saying the base of the Republican Party have a whole lot of terrorists, homeland terrorists.
Come on. He hit the nail on the head. We are no political analysts. But like I said, the common sense. Look at the history. That is where we have to look at,
Exactly.
and then you take it from there.
Because that's
Yeah.
something I remember when they had the invasion of Iraq, and these guys
Yeah.
who they consider as what them call them, ISIS or
No, but we know. Hold on. But the thing about it, we know how the whole thing created. It is there.
exactly.
It is there. When you train persons and don't give them an alternative or you abandon them, what is going to happen?
Them going to become terrorists.
You have to use their skills. You have to use their
They're going to
skills.
become terrorists. Terrorize
Oh my
people,
God, oh my
whatever they have to do to survive.
No, but the worst one, I just said, is the internal one because it threatens your national security.
And they said
You see?
that was the greatest fear of the founding fathers, said that homeland terrorists is more dangerous than foreign terrorists. Because remember,
All right.
America always sending out troops to fight foreign terrorists. What they do? They send them
Yeah,
home.
because they behave as if they police the world. But let us look at something here, and just look at it from a domestic point of view. I grew up with my granny, and she always say, "Your house enemy is your worst enemy." You hear her say, "Your house enemy is your worst enemy,"
Exactly.
and so therefore, yeah. So, if for example, you have some yes. If you have no. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, we're here.
Yeah, you know your host enemy is the worst one because, as Bob said in his song, your worst enemy could be your best friend, and your best friend your worst enemy.
Every time.
Yeah, and they always said, keep your enemy far. I said keep your friend far, but keep your enemy close, and
Yes.
and so you always. Yeah. But the bottom line is not a good look on the face of democracy in the United States, because it was threatened. That's the point. Democracy was threatened. The former president, let us put the cards on the table. The former president did not concede, and the transfer of power was threatened.
Mhm.
That's the bottom line.
Exactly.
So you can't go around it. You can't window dress it. You understand?
You know,
That is the bottom line.
there's a congressman named Alan Schaefer, and when Alan Schaefer was reading out his remarks, the first impeachment, he said it. This guy is gonna do it again because he's like somebody. Whenever him go through fire, even if it burn him say burn him, so I'm gonna try it again, and he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. And the situation that is,
But the whole hypocrisy was there when the leader of the opposition senator going get up and said all the indication was there, and he morally stand accused for leading the insurrection, right? And yet still he voted not guilty. Now, what's your conscience to tell you if you see the evidence in front of you, you say the man morally guilty, but yet still you vote him not guilty? It show me one
because you said it early on. You're saying a lot of people fear the backlash from the base, not the consequence. You see, persons didn't go there, in my opinion, and like I said, I cannot argue too much on it because I don't have all the evidence, right? But from what I have seen, it's simple. The evidence is there. It's just like a court hearing. The evidence is there, but you get off technicality, based on technicality, right? And so you fear the backlash because they know their agenda. They all know their agenda. You see, the bottom line is that whether you take it local politics, international politics, or what, we all know they are not there for the interests of the populace. It's always for the lobbies and people who are contributing to the party, because it's an indication to show that it is always party over country. That's not two way.
You're so right all the time. And all of them guys there, all 43 of those guys who didn't vote guilty, they are career politicians. Because they asked this guy when named Bill Cassidy. If he's not afraid of what's going to happen. And him said no. Because he's not talking about the base, he's talking about his constituents, they are backing him. He's not talking about the Republican base, though. He said, my constituents back me, and that's why I voted guilty. That's one of the 7 senators who voted guilty from the Republican side. The moderator went on to ask him, what about the criminal case coming up? He said to him, George, I'm not a lawyer, I'm a physician. So him tell you straight, so him not for depend on politics. He's already a physician. He's not a career politician like some of them guys say.
Yes. And they have their own agenda, boy. It's frightening though. It's really frightening, and it don't look good. That's the bottom line. It don't look good, and it question why it bothers me is because, check this out. If you say that you are the defender of democracy and you go around the world trying to impose your ideology, right, and your stance on other sovereign nations, right, and then your own nation is threatened by internal power struggle, then as you rightly said, is a whole hypocrisy. You mean you cannot address the issue in your country, but I, as a sovereign country, you want to invade and you want to install um, democracy because I might not follow the path of democracy, and so therefore you come to want to police me, and you can't police yourself.
Well, that's some agenda. That's their agenda.
Yeah.
Police the world, you know. But look aside when it happened in your house. Oh, it never happened here, but it happened out there. Dread, you know, but hey, it's all politics. We know it's all based on politics. So we see what happened. We'll see what happened down the road. We'll see what happened. Because there are a lot of people who figure say he's gonna come back 2024. I'm one of those who don't think he's coming back. I don't think I don't think the core of the party, who them consider as the elite of the party, I think they're going to come back in, fix up the party, and challenge him for 2024. I don't think they're going to challenge him at all, because for what he did and
the Magic Jack customer you have.
And the threat that he's bringing onto, the core of the party, I don't think it's possible. I think we lose Teddy right there, Flavius.
Yes, we did, yeah.
Yeah, we lose Teddy. I don't know, man, but
Try my WhatsApp.
Things not looking up with America no more. Things not looking up.
Yeah.
Let me eat up some song and then go get back Teddy again.
Yeah, try my WhatsApp, yeah.
Walking on sand and holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. In my own homeland. Enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight. Oh my God, what a beautiful sight. In my own
Yes, we have Teddy back with us again.
Yeah, let's hope it's technology. No, voting to find Trump guilty were the GPO senators, that is Richard Burr of North Carolina, Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, Susan Collins of Maine, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, Mitt Romney of Utah, Ben Sasse of Nebraska, Patrick Toomey of Pennsylvania. The trial have been momentarily thrown into confusion when senators suddenly wanted to consider a potential witness, an hour-long standoff Saturday that stalled the momentum towards a vote. The prolonged proceeding would be politically risky for Biden's new presidency, its emerging legislative agenda. The trial came amidst the COVID crisis, and Biden White House is trying to rush a pandemic relief to Congress. So Biden had hardly weighed in on the proceeding and was spending the weekend with the family at a presidential retreat at Camp David in Maryland. Now, many senators kept their vote closely held until the final moment. The Republican in particular now thrust into the minority status. Now, the Democrats take a narrow control of the Senate.
Yes.
With the runoff election in Georgia on January 5th, the day before the siege. Now, the nearly week-long trial had delivered a grim and graphic narrative of the riot and its consequences in ways that the senators, most of whom fled for their own safety that day, acknowledge that they are still coming to grips with. Now, the House prosecutor have argued that Trump was the inciter in chief, stoking a month-long campaign and orchestrated a pattern of violent rhetoric and false claim that unleashed the mob. Now, 5 persons died, including a rioter who was shot and a police officer. Trump lawyer counter that Trump's words were not intended to incite the violence and that the impeachment is nothing but a witch hunt designed to prevent him from serving in office again. No, his word does not incite the riot. Whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Man said, we're going to march on down there, and I'm going to be there with you. The crowd say,
Yeah.
we got to take back our country.
So how then can you look at that and say that he's not inside?
Oh, my gosh.
How then can you say that? Huh?
Make it be the leaders them from the BLM, no? I see what happened.
Oh my God!
No. I'm sure that even those insurgents who went inside the capital, they wouldn't be coming out like they're coming from a nightclub. You know.
No. Put it this way.
They would be and waiting for them outside.
No, that wouldn't be the wagon. The difference is that they would have walked in. Right, but carried out dead.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That would be part of it.
Come on, let us look at reality. This place is a tourist attraction. The tourists come there to see the seat of power and how it functions. Right? Certain protocol is put in place so that you cannot readily go inside there. You can't force your way in. Yeah, there's a procedure. And you're telling me that all the procedure was shown through the door when the mob come?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
That's what they make it look like. That's what they make it look like. You know, I hear one guy said, then what if they had held Mike Pence and hang him? What would be the outcome? And I said the same thing. I said them should have catch him and let me see how they would vote. You know, they should have catch him. Because they present all of that, videos and the evidence, and the man never say, hang Mike Pence. Mike Pence is a traitor. And then they show a video with the Secret Service and rush him and his family into safety, you know. So what if they'd catch him?
Yeah. Well, that's a no. I just wanted to change a bit flavors in the era of sport. One of the giant of a short man that we have lost, Les Lang, the member of the quartet that win the 4x4 meters at the Olympic in Finland, capital of Helsinki, 69 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That consists of Otto Wayne, George Roden, Herb McKinley, and himself. You know, he was a giant of a man. He was of the statue of
was he the last surviving member?
Yes, yes, he was the last surviving member. And you know, one other thing about it, ironically, he was the shortest. I just said he was the shortest of the quartet.
Okay.
He was around 5 feet 4 inches and a true orthodox sprinter. He was a man who was told by a certain doctor in his homeland in Linstead, St. Catherine, when he was a youth at Dintle Technical High School during the 1940s, that he should not exert himself nor allow his body to be jerked up too much, for it could be life-threatening. In other words, he should quit sprinting and keep himself quiet. What happened you know, one wonders what would have happened if he had listened to the doctor.
Nobody would have heard about him.
There you go. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But that doesn't say much to listen to your doctor, do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He was living in Puerto Rico for many years, outside of the capital, San Juan. And you know the fun thing about it, I didn't know that Puerto Rico is one of the colonies of the United States. But Les was old fashioned. He didn't even learn to speak Spanish. That's how that's how old fashioned and insistent is. So, you know, we have lost a gentle giant, you know, a giant of a short man. That's the way how it has been quoted on him. You know. One of the unfortunate things, Flavius, happening in our country here, as the COVID climb, the doctors won't pay out in your here. The anatomy doctors are saying that they don't get paid. So please, don't get COVID in your here because the doctors in anatomy are saying they don't get paid, so they're going to stop look after. Yeah.
But them can't do that. Anyway, but before you move to that, Teddy, I just want to speak about doctors. I remember when Chris Gayle just started playing Test cricket, just about to break in. He was diagnosed with some heart problem. I think he had a hole in his heart or whatever.
Yes,
and he did an operation. And I'm pretty sure they must have told him to forget about this cricket thing, you know. And
look at him now.
Yeah, at 40 something or something like that, and still playing.
Yeah, and doing well, and that not just playing. He's doing it.
He's not doing well. He's not doing well. He's at top of the heap. Yeah, he's on top of the heap. Yeah. I mean, him call himself the world boss, you know, and nobody can dispute that.
You know what? Because that title is also given to other people around the place.
I know.
We're not going to promote. No, we're not going to promote it by calling names or anything. So let us leave it. Let us leave it.
His record stands for itself, you know.
Yeah, man, definitely. There's no question about it. Especially
nobody can compete.
Teddy.
Especially in one-day cricket.
T20, and T20. But when you look at it, you know, in Test cricket he has 2 triple centuries. Not many people in the world have come close to that. He has 2 triple centuries as a man who them says one day T20 player. So he did extremely well in Test matches also. And I think he had told you that at one time too. He has really outperformed himself, I think. I mean, he.
Yeah. And I still see. I still see our neighbor, just across the street from us, Haiti, is still going through his thing. Why? I tell you. We don't know how to deal with that issue, boy. I tell you, the protest after protest and the situation, whereas the hosting of the president and all of that you wonder if it's a backlash for their start of independence too early.
No, it is always a backlash, you know, because both America and France have never forgiven Haiti for what they did.
Yeah.
They didn't,
because I remember, you know the fun thing about it. I remember when the crisis was taking place with Chavez, And it was about the same time there was a same situation in Haiti.
Yeah.
And then under the Trump administration, they were willing to put in sanction and also to back the support of someone putting themselves up as president. And then the question is, why did you not help Haiti? Both countries who had president who was elected by the people were being hosted to be supported by someone else. And you never come to Haiti help, right? But as the saying goes, there weren't anything to benefit from helping Haiti, but there's more to benefit from him helping Venezuela.
Yeah.
Black gold, man.
Yeah.
Black gold. Black gold. Mm.
Yes. Mm.
That's
So-
how them drop it. Teddy, I want to ask you a question. I heard something happen over the weekend with Jamaica. We call it football fraternity, the JFF. That they're gonna make some changes. You heard that? I mean, you don't hear anything on it then.
Like I said, somebody wrote an article said a new approach to the football management. It was not shocking to learn last weekend that the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport had moved to lock down a football camp scheduled for Horace Burrell Football Academy, which was not approved. Now, what in the blaze was the JFF thinking? How could the JFF even contemplate such a move without getting the necessary approval from the state agent?
Mm-hmm.
And the person said, I remember the organization is filled with mostly trainless individuals. Sometimes I wonder what a bright man like the finance committee head Dennis Chang is doing among so many people who only know about the shape of the football. He must find it incredibly difficult to deal with Dalton Wint or Raymond Anderson, for example, because for all the years that they have been in football, they have nothing to show, no legacy whatsoever, and cannot bring novel idea to the table that would go on the platform for football grand takeoff. It had been said already, but much to be repeated, that there are too many unintelligent people involved in the running of the football in Jamaica. This is a new era, a new age. Therefore, a new approach is needed to keep the game in line with the progress made in other nations. It is also time to revamp the structure of the football in Jamaica and allow for officials to be elected not directly to the parish association, which is where much of the foolishness takes place. We can't have a sport like football having only 13 votes deciding who govern it every 4 years. What Chris Williams has been able to do at Professional Football Jamaica Limited show what people with their brains clicking can achieve. The sports need thinkers of Williams now, and Chris Deering, Gary Peart, others to rescue it from the potential dungeons of destruction that these sorry lots are pushing forward. So that was a statement from opinion from HG Help, editor in charge.
HG, yeah.
Yeah,
Big journalist.
that was a
big
statement.
Yeah.
So that's the statement that he said, a new approach needed for football. right?
Okay, because
So
I heard that they had, the president from the JFF had made some changes and said they're going to
yeah,
vote on it the next meeting, something like that. But
yeah,
They have rewritten the constitution to make a lot of changes. But
yeah,
see, Chris Williams has come up and really show them up because they could not get a proper sponsor for years. And he just came in shortly and he
yeah.
had lots and lots of sponsors, lots and lots of money.
Mm-hmm.
So
I see.
nobody wants to invest with them because they're not going anywhere. They don't see the movement. They don't see the productivity of the organization. And there's no management there.
that's what I'm saying. The Chris Williams, in spite of them, have gotten hundreds of thousands of sponsorship. No, sitting and waiting.
Yeah.
Sitting and waiting.
You see the thing about it, the current president is not appealing, and he don't have the personality to appeal to the corporate world.
Yes.
So he's not charismatic. He's not somebody. Put it this way. People are saying, and I quote, like, okay, fine. When I give you the money, what is the return on my investment? That's all I think.
Yeah. Plus,
But let us hope that they put their house in order.
yeah, he's not, and I don't think I've ever been a part of them. And when you're not a part of that league, it's hard for you to talk to them. If they don't have the belief in you that you have the knowledge to make it work, they're not going to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Teddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Track and field. What's going on with track?
Well, Shelly said she wanted. Shelly is saying that right now. She wanted to be back on track. She called for restart of the sports.
Okay. Because
and just recently, our girl Veronica came second at age 39 now. She came second. Yeah, 38, and yes, it's like a 17-year-old beat her. That's not bad. It goes to show. Come on.
No.
She been the darling.
It's the first race she had for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
They say she's getting ready. She's getting ready for Tokyo.
Well, like I said, let us see. Taylor did well in the 300-meter record at the new indoor compete. So things is happening. She again continue a fine early season in form right now. So the era of sports is not looking bad for Jamaica.
That's good. Because want to make sure, I know that boys champs will be happening and boys and girls champs.
Well, Forbes is pushing for it, Forbes is pushing for it because here what happened, and you must bear one thing in mind. When the school put in place a program to highlight their top sprinters and not get an avenue to do that, is discouraging, and it do go on to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
So they hope that things can work out. So let us see.
Yeah, not having it as a detriment to the athletes, because a lot of them look forward for champs so they can get university scholarships.
Yeah, but another thing that I'd like to tell Franco, which I know Franco already know, it is one of the oldest within the English-speaking this side of the world. I think that maybe around the world that we consistently have it for over 100 years.
It is the oldest from what
There you go. There you go.
It's not just the oldest.
and the
There's
best.
nothing like it in the world.
And the best selection
There's nothing like it.
selection what do you call it, process.
Yeah, because
Selection
it goes to show that we have a program that is best tailored, and a lot of countries trying to adapt. Some African countries trying to adapt the formula that we have created.
Please,
So I just said,
Jamaica, don't stop. I said, please, Jamaica, don't stop, because we don't want to hear next 4 years from now we say, but you know, the African country took the model from Jamaica, and Jamaica don't do that no more.
Yeah, just like the Singapore model.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Just like Singapore. And then everybody talk about, the Singapore model is from Jamaica, and look where Singapore is, and look where. But they forgot that Singapore put in a political template that Jamaica was not heading to put in place. So yes. Yeah, that is it.
Michael Johnson came to Jamaica when Usain Bolt was on top, and he did a piece on the boys and girls championship, and he said he has in the United States they don't have anything like that, because they do it, they have them states championship and things like that to select their athletes.
Yeah, because you see, that's the reason why we can able to track the progress and the history of our players. So that's why we can show footage of Bolt in his early years coming right down. So this is not a fluke. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a good system. The football should have been like that too.
And the football was like that, you know, but let us not get into that kind of politics again, because, you know, I like to argue on facts. All right, gentlemen, I have to run again. You know, for another Monday. Just continue to work and continue, as I say, continue sharing our ideas with persons across the social media platform.
All right, Teddy. Thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
All right.
Good then.
Have a good
day. Take care.
Yeah. And be safe. Yes, Flavia. So this the football thing. It's left up to be seen. It's left up to be seen.
Yep. Yeah, but before we go back to football, let's go back to Veronica. I saw the race, and I saw her after the race, you know, and she don't look race ready yet. You know, because I can know when she's race ready. You know, her body look a certain way, and she have all these months now to get ready. You know, so I'm pretty sure she will be ready.
So she want to be a part of the Olympic team for Tokyo.
Yeah, she wants to make a last run at it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, at 39, that was both the same age Marlene Otti was when she which Olympic was it she did?
I don't remember, but
was it the Australian Olympic?
Could be.
That was one of those Olympic.
Merlin was running fast when she's 50.
Yeah, when she's 50, she was running for a European country.
Yeah, running fast, man.
She was running for Europe, and I think she finished third in that race too. She got another bronze medal.
Yeah.
The Queen of Bronze.
Yeah. But she have a lot of gold and a lot of world records. People seem to forget those, you know. But
you know, one of the things that I've seen over the years with Jamaica track and field, and they still have it, because even if you remember when all of these not new schools, when the secondary schools became high schools, I know they just easily well fit into the championship, because you saw the secondary competition different from our age.
Before,
So they just fit in, you know, perfectly into the system. So
we have a system from a very young age, because we have these things going on from primary school and prep schools and all that. And, you know, everybody just come up in the ranks. They just come up in the ranks. So everybody is well schooled about what to do, what not to do. I mean, we have a system. I don't think I can call it a system. We have a track culture. We have a track culture. Yeah, we have a culture. Because everybody is running fast. Everybody is training. Because I remember when I was at school, the track people, them do some serious training, background training, days and days on the beach, up in the hills, running the steps. I mean, the training is not easy. You have to be very dedicated to go out on the track and reap reward. Very, very, very powerful. And the people, everybody just do it like it's, it's a normal thing. So we have the culture. We have a track culture. And as long as we remain with that, we are always going to perform well. And because we have so much success, people going to want to be part of it. And them see what other people get from it, the parents, how your parents feel, and you know what I mean? And technology had helped us a lot, especially in the new era. Like when Shelly Ann won our first Olympics, and then you had different bolts. They interview the parents and they interview the community. That's how big it is. When I run and get a gold medal, I mean, even our earlier lady there from Waterhouse, I mean, the whole community was part of it. So I think I don't think it's something that we can mess up very easily.
But the boys' championship started in 1910, 4 years after the girls' championship started. And it was when they merged both together. What time was it? In the 90s or early 2000s?
Something like that. Somewhere around that time they merged them. Yeah, somewhere I'm not quite sure. Somewhere around that time they merged them.
Okay.
But that was a good merger too. Because you can manage the whole thing and people come and see both male and female at the same event. I thought it was a very good move. Very, very good move.
Okay.
I remember going to school and when champs time come, that's all on our mind. All on our mind, all on our mind? Writing cheers. Every day we are writing cheers, And when we reach the stadium, we have to have new cheers. All kind of new cheers, man.
I know Excel, they used to have some good ones, though.
Oh yes. Most of the school.
Aggie.
Yeah, man. Aggie and Mo. Aggie and the Mo. Yeah, man. I used to write cheers. Right? Everybody used to write cheers. And the schools then would bring out the band. I don't know get permission to carry all them equipment to the stadium, but they were there. Drums and bugles and
do they still have this award, Athletes of the Year award, the Carreras award? You remember Carreras used to put it on? We have the Cravenian Carreras award. They used to.
I think this is what RGR took over.
Okay, what they call it?
I don't remember what they call it now, but that is happening. Yeah, man. They took it over and enhanced it and all that. Yeah, it's big, man. Big. Okay. Sportswomen and sportsmen award for the year and all this stuff.
No, when Carreras Craveny had it was good too. It was really huge.
It was excellent.
Black Tie Affair and at the time used Donald Quarry, Merlin Mutti used to be the winners.
Yeah, man.
Till you have what this guy name again? Bert Cameron.
Yeah, man. But you remember, it's not Carrier give it up,
Who gave it up?
Is it WHO crash it, you know that?
WHO, right? For what?
World Health Organization.
Why they crash it?
Because they passed an order. In fact, let me tell you, I had a competition sponsored by Craveny, a massive domino competition to be sponsored by them. And when ink was to go on the paper, they got this directive from WHO that they can be involved in no form of sports or recreation.
Based on what?
No cigarette company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, I get
At
it.
the same time, they were sponsoring the football to Craveney League.
Yeah.
And they had to give it. They had to give
Because
it up immediately.
they had them under pressure worldwide about cigarette smoking at the time, and for them to be promoting it, I think they figure that they were still
They
were
had
supposed actually
they had so much money.
yeah, and they were supposed actually
They had
they were
so much
supposed
money.
to
They had.
they were supposed to cut down, right? Cut down on their involvement in cigarette and start telling people what cigarette do to your body. So they were putting out campaign ads like that. Yeah.
They even started and they even say, okay, all the things we're gonna sponsor are adult stuff. And I'm saying, yeah, that sounds good and all that. But they came, anyway, drop the thing, you can think. We still allow you to sell them, and you put all the right markings on the box, and you can sell it, but you cannot be a sponsor. And not only sports, no entertainment, them can't sponsor like some fests and them things either, Them can't sponsor nothing. Just sell and make your money, and that's it.
Hey,
your name cannot be out there.
Let me give you.
That was a bad time for me.
Let me give you a little well-known history. You remember, you know this young lady who she's now running for the U.S. named Sandra Richards.
Yeah.
She used to run.
Sanya.
She did Sanya Richards. So she did boys and girl championship for Immaculate before.
Well, I can give you some better issue than that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that I know her father?
Okay, that's good.
Her father was a footballer for Harborview.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Who that? With Richards?
Yeah, man.
Which Richard him name? What him name? What him first name?
I can't remember. Him they have a pet name too. I forgot Stoots.
Oh, I'm not Gary.
No, he's not Gary. Can't remember. But he used to play for Harborview.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. She used to run for Immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
And now she migrating about 96, 97 around that time.
I don't remember the time when she migrated. But
yeah, man. Around that time.
All those times, I think her father was still playing for Harborview. A winger.
Anyway, it's time for us to go. We have to get out of here. Do it all over tomorrow. Tomorrow, our guest will be Mrs. Cynthia P. Cook.
Cook, yes.
Educator.
Educator extraordinaire.
Family of Camp Down.
Yes, and the Racers Track Club.
So she will be our special guest tomorrow. And she will be talking to us about her life story. Her life story as well. Yeah, her life story. Yeah. And the state of education during the pandemic and how it affects teachers and students. The connection of music in an article that she wrote titled An Educator Responsibility in Times Like These.
Yes.
Also,
and on Wednesday we have... Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go on.
No, on Wednesday we have Hero Menelek and he's the head of the UNIA in Jamaica at present. So I guess he will be speaking to us about the honorable great man himself, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and where the UNIA is now worldwide and in Jamaica, and what his plans are for the future, and how are they coping in the pandemic. Thursday we have Mr. Jordan from Barbados and Tortola.
The most energized chef I have ever seen in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, this man loves his cooking, and he's really fantastic. He's the
most energized chef I ever seen.
It takes you into the ingredients and massage them into a way, and that that the final product is so pleasing to look at. And you can imagine what it tastes like. When the food looks good, it normally tastes really, really good. So he's coming back with something fresh for us. Something fresh. He's a celebrated chef, and he's coming back with one of his famous dishes for us. And of course, the man from London that should come and tell us about football, but nowadays football is wrapped up with COVID, so he'll also speak about what. And on Friday, Portrait Corner, and Richie Innocent is coming this Friday.
Richie Innocent will be here on Friday.
Okay, very, 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 very.
All right, so you did it, so you did it. You said it all.
Well, we can touch on the other week. We have at least
No. Let's leave that. Leave that for the week of the week. We can't give them too much thing for grabs right now. Leave that for the middle of the week.
Okay.
Too much things on their mind. So it's time for us to get over here, and
yes,
we're gonna do it all over again. So we ask you to take care of yourself, your loved one. Remember, prayer changes things regardless of what religion you belong to. Keep on praying and continue to pray. And stay safe. As always, we have Tafina with Tekwa myself to take us out. And I call her the Queen, Lubafu, with the words of the Our Father prayer in the Garifuna language.
Before you go, I must tell you that Queen Labafu is now touring, Garifuna sacred lands, and she is blending with the sea a lot these days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Like a spiritual journey. Yeah. Oh, she's having fun.
All right.
She's having fun. Yeah, man.
You lead us to Fula. You belong far away Ajuguala, Lebabu Seru. Lida mua, lida sungfula. Lida mua, lida sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
Whoa, take away myself. Whoa. The sound of your voice makes me weak. All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer sorry. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're not good for me. That's why me know what's that me if you could flee. Me have to take away myself. May I can take away myself. May I be eyed like a thief in the night. May I forget all the sky. May I be take away myself. Take away myself. I have been utilized like these. Surely I leave her yeah. Find you very hard to resist. With this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? And you think I play me, I play. But soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel like myself. May I feel
Well,
like
unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
May I forget all your side. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to do the lies I read. Surely I have clean berries. Been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not the master, guess who won't play your game, man. To all you move your arms, me way to the core. Sayonara, and you're gone through the door.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
Yeah, 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 yeah.